Hey guys, welcome back, I guess, to this game. Do not take the cat home. I thought it was just, honestly, I just took a look at it. It looked really cute. It had a little bit of horror in it. I thought, what's the worst that could happen? And the worst has happened. I hate this. Let's continue, I guess, from where we left off. We got my coward's instinct was correct. We shouldn't have played hide and seek. We just got hunted down. And apparently we were disappointing prey. Now, I don't know if there's other hiding spots, but my gut tells me that there wasn't anything. Well, let's continue, I guess. You're walking. Right, of course, this is the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather's actually perfect today, yada yada yada. Time to go around for the. You know what? Oh, what was that? The sunlight is about to fucking. Yeah, the big cardboard box. There's a cat. Is fucking. This is such a cute cat. So. Let's take the cat home. Fuck. Oh, why not? Sure, whatever. Do something alone. Take a nap. I'm a little tired from the events of the day. Maybe making life-changing choices like committing to the responsibility for your care and another living creature really wears you out. You could definitely use a nap. You head to your room dressed in your pajamas before you head out and grab a cloth. You head out to your room that you know, son of a bitch. Only for the cat to race past you through the open door and jump on the middle of your bed. It takes time kneading at the sheets before settling down and closing its eyes. Well, that was fast. I frowned thoughtfully. Now that your mind's on it, you find yourself really craving for the nap in your own bed. There's no way you're settling for sleeping on the couch, certainly not the armchair, which means you should. Sleep next to the cat. I'm still a cat lover by heart, and it's still the most cute thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. What's the worst that can happen? You've both had a long day after all. You try to carefully avoid jostling the cat as you lay down, but immediately scoots over and curls up against you anyway. It's so cute, god damn it. Sweet dreams. You feel like you've slept for a long time. Feel a warm weight on your back, but you don't see the... Oh, mystery solved then. You feel comfortable. You consider getting up, but as soon as a static and deep sense of disapproval? Not yet? Okay then. The cat jostles by your attempts at movement, kneed painfully at your back before settling down and falling back asleep. You fall back into slumber too. Oh fuck, it's night. You want to get up. Dog clawing into your back like a warning. Tomorrow then, right? This morning you'll be late for work, but the cat doesn't budge. You don't even try to get up this time. Just close your eyes and drift off again. It's the next day. Since the last several days, or it has been weeks, longer. I'm not quite sure. You're hungry. You don't know how long you've been lying down. You feel so on your back, on the stomach, your arms everywhere. You don't remember your last meal, but last time you drank anything. You've been sleeping all this time, but you still feel exhausted, more tired than you ever think in your life. And it feels like a giant's head is pressing you on the bed. You can't remember the last time you considered moving. Somehow you know you need to go back to sleep anyway. Everything will be fine if you just go back to sleep. You think you're hallucinating when the cat finally stirs. It stretches languidly before hopping off your back. You hear its feet padding through your still open bedroom. dorm. It's steps fading down the hall. You don't open your eyes, you don't move. You're afraid you don't remember how. You're afraid that the static would turn if you try. But eventually do try. Try to prop yourself up on your arm. It's thinner than you've ever seen it. It's thinner than you should think possible. Crack! The arm snaps under your weight of your body and crumbles to dust on the red sheets. Doesn't hurt in the slightest. As if even your nerves have dried up and become useless as useless as you feel in general. Just how long have you been laying in bed? You don't have much time to think about it. Your failed attempt at sitting up sends you tumbling over the bed like a rag doll. But you're probably close to being a ceramic doll, as your body shatters instantly upon impact with the floor. Your head rolls towards the door, letting you watch as the rest of your body strewn body parts crack and crumble and turn to broken ruin as your consciousness begins to fade. The cat strolls into view, poking and prodding at the remains of your brittle limbs. Bad kitty, you try to say. But you think your jaw might have snapped off earlier as well. Almost as you're sensing your attention, the cat walks over to you, well, your head at least. You watch as with your final consciousness as it lays down, curling its body around you. It feels warm. Well, maybe another nap couldn't hurt. Ending 6, just a cat nap. You know what? Let's take this cat home, I guess. Do something alone. Like what? You know what? I'm just gonna save this, I guess. Do something alone. Like clean the apartments. You decide that even if it is your day off, doesn't mean that you should be completely unproductive. You know that you have a guest and all, but you really shouldn't put off your chores. Best to get them done while you're in a good mood to do so. So for now, you get dressed, roll up your sleeve, and get to work on cleaning the apartment. At least, you try to. You sweep your living room, you sweep the kitchen counter. You don't make your bed, but who actually does that anyways? Still, you notice that no matter how much you clean up, you find more messes than when you started. Peek over at the cat. You suspect it might be the culprit behind this mystery, but every time you rush to check on it or catch it in the act, you find it napping in the living room. You keep cleaning, but the cat, or something, keeps leaving more and more messes isn't in its wake. How are you supposed to finish cleaning up if this little imp is making a menace of itself? No, you know the cat is the culprit, considering locking up in the bathroom, or at least until you clean the rest of the apartment. But it just doesn't seem fair when you don't actually have any proof. You need to investigate this further. You need proof. Not just for the sake of your sanity, but more importantly for the sake of cleanliness. You start to clean again, taking a peek behind you. You catch mere glimpses of paw here and tail there. But as with earlier, you rush back to the living room and the cat is still sleeping. Okay, you want to play cat? Then let's play. This time, you decide to lay a trap, one your feline friend won't be able to resist. You tackle the kitchen island counter and giving it the works. It's glistening by the time you're done. It's so clean. You drop kick up anyone who even thought of eating off of it. The perfect trap for your little cleaning saboteur. You whistle innocently as you exit the room and hide around the corner of its stall. From the angle of your act, you have the perfect view of the cat and the island counter. There's no way you can catch the actor. There's no way you won't catch the culprit in the act now. If it isn't really the cat, then maybe you'll treat it as an apology for your suspicions. But as you deliberate, if you stop by the grocery store to get some fish, the cat starts to shift. The back that was rising and falling even moments ago is now rippling with small tremors like an agitated wave on a black sea. It's shuddering. It's bubbling. It's bulging. It's bulging. What the hell? You gape in belief as another cat bursts out of the still sleeping feline you've taken home with you. Your fairly certain that's not how cats give birth, but more importantly, you watch Cat 2 shake itself before leaping up on the counter, rolling atop of it and leaving fur and grime in its wake. Probably should have given a bath earlier. You feel your mind is lagging behind the reality of the discovery you just made, but you don't seem capable of thinking beyond its smaller observations. For example, through the hows and whys of what you witnessing elude you, the more pertinent question that strikes you is as if the original cat is still sleeping. What the hell? Okay. And the cloned cat is busy making yet another mess. Then where are all the other cats? Fuck. Suddenly the two cats look at you directly at you in perfect unison. The eyes pin you to the spot with their intensity. But you realize that the familiar sinking feeling of being watched from behind, that they're not the only ones that are looking at you. You slowly turn around. Packed in the hall behind you from the floor to the ceiling is a living, breathing writhing wall of cats, of clones, all piled on top of each other. Its glowing golden eyes open at every cat from the undulating wall of pure black fur. Every single eye is trained on you. Out of fear and the sheer desperate need to distance yourself from this blight on reality and order, you take a single step back. In response, the wall just breaks. Cats all stampeding over you. It's kind of cute. Their soft paws were hiding the sharp claws as sharp as knives. You try to protect yourself, but there's just too many of them. Blood leaks steadily from the scratches. You feel dizzy with the little strength that you have. You turn your head and watch as the cats tear through carpet and upholstery, knocking over vases and dishes and lamps, claw at the walls. It's going to take forever to clean this up, you think. Maybe you'll attack it all again later, right after you take a short nap. With a annoyed sigh, you breathe your last breath. Ending 2, Double Trouble. I'm going to check on what's the about. Okay, I don't want that. Help? Sure, I need help after this. Endings. 40 endings? Ending 0 begins something completed, something happened, you think anyway, you can't remember what. Double trouble. Haha, those little pranksters. Resting good, but you should get up and stretch now and then and need something and drink. Disappointing prey, you can't run, apparently you can't hide either. Okay. Fuck me. Let's just skip all this, I guess. Main menu, sure. Endings. Okay, it doesn't really do something alone. Second thought, do something with the cat. Clean the cat. Upon giving it a second look, you realize the cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising, since up until you brought it home, it's been sitting in a dirty old box, in an alley full of scattered garbage, for who knows how long. You've heard the cats can keep themselves clean, but maybe this one of those times that a little human help couldn't hurt. Alright, you head to the bathroom to set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get a cat clean would be carefully. You know what? I'm gonna save this. I'm scared. Carefully. You think careful is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you'll doubt they'll be a fan of an excessive amount of. I just had a thought. There's a game called Slay the Princess, or whatever the game's called. Slay the Princess. It's kind of like this, but there's a narrator and shit like that. And your goal is to slay the princess. But there's something strange about it. Obviously, it's not a normal fucking princess. But it feels like the choices you make influence the outcomes type shit. I'm just overthinking this. Anyways, you turn to pick up the cat and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. The cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Nice. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gathering it up in a blanket, drying it. You take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. The cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. In fact, there's quite a lot of fur sticking to you. You try to brush it away, but it won't come off. Guess you're up for a bath yourself. You try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly, but more and more hair keeps sticking to you, your hands, your arms, before you realize you're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you just try to yank it off, but... Ow! What? Pieces lands the spot you tugged at. Upon closer inspection, you see that hair is growing out of you. You can actually feel it now. It's fur growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes, your tongue. Something growing inside your throat. As you collapse and start to choke on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to lap with the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as if thoroughly as you did for it earlier. You think it'd be sweet if you weren't currently losing air. Still, feels nice at least to be looked after and cared for in some way, even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat's careful grooming in the head is the last thing you feel before you are no longer able to breathe. Ending 15. Self-care buddies. Okay. After you give the cat the full spa treatment, it tries its best to return the favor. Okay, then what happens if I do it quickly? Cats don't like water, you think, so a quick wash would be the way to go, right? You decide to do everything at once, filling the tub deep with soapy, bubbly, warm water. Quick dunk there, short scrubbing there, and rinse and dry. Cat won't even know it before everything is over. Open the door and click your tongue, beckon the cat inside, quickly scampers in, curious of the new available setting. You close the door so it won't be able to run out and make a mess of the apartment. Stealing yourself, you roll up your sleeves. You lift the cat and carry over to the bathtub. Your plan's already compromised as the cat starts to struggle in your hold. You probably should have held it so it couldn't see the water. Ow, ow, hey! Scratches at your arms. You know it wouldn't be happy at the water, but you didn't think it would be this irate. Still mad as it would be for a little while. You know this is for the best. Deep scratch on your best startles you, making you drop the cat into the tub. Shoot, kitty! The cat doesn't emerge hissing and yowling like you thought it would. You rush over to dump your hope in the cat's beneath the soapy surface from the cat. What if it bumped its head and blacked out? It would drown. But he didn't find the cat. Instead, you watch as the water starts to darken. At first, you think it's just dirt from the cat and feel vindicated with your decision, but the water darkens in further and further until you filled your tub with black ink rather than water. Even the bubbles are translucent obsidian now. Something's not right. But as soon as you have this thought, whoa, you just felt something tugging you from the water. But you try to weigh but your arms won't bulge. Bulge? Budge. Whatever it is pulling you close to the water. You try to use your free hand to release the drain plug. But when you dunk your out in the water without thinking, you grab two. Both hands strained. You can't get any leverage to force yourself free. Dragged into the inky, murky waters of the tub. You drag down and down, further down still, much farther than this should be possible for your bathtub. You can't breathe. Think you can't see either, but as soon as you draw your final breath, you think what you thought has been pulling you down. Something deep, deep down below. Something waiting for you. Bath hater. Okay then. Note to self, do not throw cats into a bathtub full of water. Okay then, do something alone, like, on second thought, do something with the cat, alone, clean apartment? No, I already did that. Well, nope. You're not tired enough for a cat nap, but you're too lazy to get any start to get charted. You're not tired enough. Sorry. You're not tired enough for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. So you decided to watch a movie. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas, make some popcorn with an obscene amount of butter, and head over to your armchair. Only discover that the cat is already napping. You frown a little and thought your couch ain't the best angle for an optimal TV viewing pleasure, and you don't feel like pushing it around and having to pull it back later. The only options that are left is you sit on the floor or move the cat and reclaim your throne. You know what? What you do is you give all your worldly possessions to the cat. And what you do is you reclaim. No, you don't. You sit on the floor. You decide to sit on the floor. The cat is a guest after all, and you pride yourself on being a good host if nothing else. Well, at least you would if you'd had any other guests before. You grab a blanket and some pillows and make a nice comfy nest in the front of the chair. You pop in a random movie from your favorite collection and you can tell instantly that it's one of your favorite horror films. Of course it's horror. Why wouldn't it be horror? But you've seen it a few times already, but it never fails to get your blood pumping. A few minutes in, you're already invested, getting reacquainted with the story and characters. The scares won't come until later, but for some reason you feel like something is watching you from behind. You know it's probably anything, but you feel compelled to check anyway. You pick over your shoe. Holy shit. Only to jump out of your skin, jostling the few pieces of popcorn left on the bowl onto your lap. The cat is awake, you're looking right at you. You take a calming breath, recovering from your heart nearly lurching out of your chest, and immediately felt foolish. It was just a cat, of course. You were so quiet you forgot it was right behind you. Though it was the whole reason you're sitting on the floor in the first place. You shakily pick up the remote and pretending to rewind some of the parts you missed. However, as soon as you press the rewind button, the TV shuts off. You blink, confused. Nothing else turned off. The kitchen light is still dimmed, as was still on. The digital clock is still glowing, and the movie player is still rewinding, so the power didn't clearly go out to why. You feel a chill run down your spine as you catch the cat's reflection on the dark screen. It's still looking at you. Cat stare. Silly, it's kind of their thing. Right? No, it is, but not like this, no. You're a new addition into its life. Of course, it's going to study closely and see if you're trustworthy. As if you mentally reassure yourself, you're turning TV back on, just find it static. God damn it. Okay, what the hell is this new hell? Fuck, I'm scared. I'm scared. It's just a novel, it's a official novel. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sorry. It's breathy, it's fine, it's fine. TV's on, but the movie isn't what's playing on the screen. It's... Uh-oh. It's you. You watch yourself frown on screen as you feel your furrowed brow in tandem. I mean, yeah, it feels like a footage of you in real time as if you're being recorded. You feel this familiar sensation of your mind focus on the small details to avoid the bigger picture of your current night situation. Avoiding the question of how it's happening or who or what is doing this and why. Suddenly your mirror image just smiles and waves at you on its own. You don't wave back, too stunned to move. This you on the screen doesn't seem to mind though. Then it stands up, walks out of frame, and terrified yell rips out of your mouth before you can think stifle it. On the screen in the chair is the cat, but it's wrong. It becomes a large swollen mass of black fur. Its switching pulse rhythmical and its slow, almost methodical breaths. Its mouth is yawning into a black abyss framed by a set of its teeth looking very, very sharp. Its glowing eyes bulge over its body. It's still looking at you. It doesn't even acknowledge your obscene persona as they walk back into frame. Then pet it almost lovingly. Then you, inside the TV, touch one of the cat's fangs. You flinch as it's sending sharp pain in your palm. You look down, sure enough, it's bleeding. Not particularly afraid of blood, but for some reason the sight of it leaking sends out of you sends another chill up down your back. The thought, tearing, clear and terrible flashes across your mind. It's not just a muted cat in the TV that's watching you. It's it. Don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you. You watch helplessly as your on-screen self smiles and nods to you, almost encouragingly. They stand in front of the cat's gaping jaws. They look into the dark depths, and you're torn between the horrifying realization of what's about to happen and the deep, dark wonder of what they see and when they back looking for. I'm scared. They jump in. Darkness is a sudden presence all around you, pressing, holding you down, and yet somehow you feel weightless. You can't tell if you're falling, but it feels like you're laying down. But it doesn't feel like you're laying down or standing either. You feel warm, you feel cold, you feel everything. You feel nothing. You feel nothing. Silent film, okay. Load, reclaim your throne. You square your shoulders. Okay. Reclaim your throne. You square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. Pick up the cat and place it on the floor. It's clear upset with you, but when you try to pet it as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a movie before nestling in your chair. Some horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but endless strings of pointless jump scares. Did the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? What in the world was that? Sounded like the bathroom. The cat must have gotten into your medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie to get up and investigate. Fucking shit! The cat attaches between your legs in the hall. Fleeing from the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know? You're even more reluctant to see the damage. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You get into the bathroom and turn on the light, and just as you thought, all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. At least none of it looks broken or damaged. You crouch down to pick everything up. Did the door just close? Did you bump into it when you crouched down, or... Well, at least the cat can't come in and make more of a mess than this way. The lights. Didn't you just replace the balls? They weren't faulty, were they? You never remember to hold on to your receipts for a situation like these. You doubt you'd get your money back anyways. You stand up. You shake out the pain from your knees from crouching open the medicine cabinet. Carefully you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. Close it. What the fuck was that? You slam back, jumping against the wall, covering your mouth. Fuck! You look back up at the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see... Nothing. What the hell? What the hell something was? You know you just saw something now. You know you did. Right? Yeah, that's better fucking right. You definitely saw something. Okay, what if I did this? Okay, same thing. You definitely saw something. You rush out of the bathroom and stand and hope. Slam the door behind you without looking. You open the hand. No. No. Shut yourself with your arms in. Nothing again. See? Just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. You carefully make your way back to the dark living room. Try not to overwhelm your senses with any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little bit more highlighted, or just lie down. You said you don't know. It's hard to think. You just need to sit down. Something forward, you reach for your chair, but... It's nothing at all. It's just a cat looking back on your chair, looking up at you curiously. But it's enough. Your heart lurched so harshly out of a mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Your eyes roll up into your skull, feel yourself falling back. You're dead before you even hit the ground. Real subtle. Look back. Fuck you. It was just jump scares. Fuck you. Game. Fuck you. Son of a bitch. Oh, just jump scares. Real subtle. Fucking foreshadowing. You look back at the chair from the cat and enjoyed some silly little jump scares alone. Fuck. I guess. No, I want to load. You're walking, fucking take the cat home. Skip all this, do something alone. Like what? Second thought, do something with the cat. Pet. Maybe pet the cat. Let's do something else. Fucking feed the cat. The cat looks hungry, so you decide to feed it. You're really not stopping for food earlier as you don't have much left. Grocery shopping day is tomorrow, after all. You head to the kitchen and click your tongue, ensuring the cat follows you, leaps nimbly onto the kitchen counter, and watches you as you search for meal options. Let's see. Find some things you'd expect. Canned tuna in the pantry, some leftover meatloaf in the fridge, and... What is that? You realize that there's a tightly sealed Tupperware on the bottom shelf of the fridge. You don't recognize it. A foul odor is leaking from the container. Whatever it is, can't be safe for human consumption. But the cat seemed excited about it, practically salivating over it. Still, you're the caretaker here. You're the one who needs to decide what is best to feed a hungry cat, so you'll feed it. Save fucking mystery food, I guess. Is this really a good idea? Fine, I guess if this is what you want, you open the container and... You barely just managed to keep yourself from throwing up, but just barely. This is just overwhelming. Yeah, give me a minute. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but you honestly can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything is just mashed together. What exactly everything consists of is a mystery you're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color, though. All of it is the same color. The most unfortunate looking shade of gray you've ever seen. That looks more green with the... Okay. Tinted with the nauseatingly wet green film over the top. Am I supposed to warm it up, or you don't really know how to serve it? Any utensil or plate that touches it is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Hands are going to be covered in... Your hands are going to be scrubbed in soap and hot water to within an inch of their lives after this. You decide putting this crap in your microwave. You doubt it'll taste or smell any better warm. Not want to hold it anymore. You shake your head and practically toss it into the container next to the cat on the counter. The cat enthusiastically dives for the toxic sludge, sniffing as if savoring the scent. You turn to the fridge and close it. You've lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when... Ow! Sharp pain in your foot causes you to stumble. You catch yourself on the kitchen sink, look to see what your sock is. Red. And the red is still pulsed slowly, spreading to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? Reach down and pull off your sock to see the damage. Middle toe is gone. It's just gone. Just a sump left in its place, steadily licking for the blood on the floor. You clumsily step back to see if it would help get away from what you were seeing. Blood trail simply follows your movements. 911. You have to call 911. Phone. Where's the... What? Your tongue is... What is happening? What's happening to me? You slowly look over to the cat, so find the cat still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Not bothering to try to stop the blood from dripping out of your mouth. You keep watching as a piece. You keep watching in a daze as the cat happily chews on a gross piece of... Wait, that's... You look more closely at the mystery food of the cat, of what's in the cat's jaws. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like a tongue. Before you can think about what to do, the sob, the cat dives into the container and bites into a piece. Looks like it. Clutch the floor, clutching your torso. You writhe around in the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something inside you just blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was felt important. And probably now gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. Stop. Please. You weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from your tears, from... Your eyes. Your eyes. You fall limply back onto the floor. You're leaking blood all over your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. If it means not feeling the pain from losing another part of you, then hopefully the cat will take its time in eating your eyeballs and giving you time to just. You are what you eat. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this cat? Tuna? Cats like fish, right? Struggling, you take the tuna cat to fucking. The cat looks a little disappointed. Tough. You need to dispose of that weird whatever it is later. You open the tuna and a spoon into a small saucer. You put the saucer on the kitchen counter next to the cat. You don't think should encourage it to eat up there, but you figure that it'll make up for electing to feed it at the toxic goop it wanted. Cat looks like it finds tuna. Acceptable. You'll take it. Eat up, kitty. As the cat dings into the meal, you go about heating up the meatloaf in the microwave while you hear... the fuck? What the... You watch baffled as a cat continues to hiccup, causing little bubbles to float out of its mouth. Okay, that's okay. You can process this. It's not completely out of what's possible, right? No, that's no. That's not to think too hard about it. So soon enough, the room is full of the floating bubbles. Cat releases the final tiny bubble before yawning and laying down at the right end of the counter. Well, glad you enjoyed it. The bubbles haven't left the room or puffed. They seem to be pretty resilient. Wait, what's that? One of the bubbles floats closer to you. You can see that there's actually something inside a tiny, furry fish. This is just getting weirder and weirder. Still, you can't help but marvel at the impossible wonder of what's in front of you. You lift a hand, send the finger towards the bubble, and it bit you. Okay. Little fish inside lashes out, viciously sticking its tiny fingers in your finger. Doesn't really hurts that much, but then, ow! What? Pain starts to climb up your finger to the rest of your hand. Past your wrist could be some kind of venom. Fling your arm around, any intention to dislodge the fist, but oh, more tiny ravenous fish latch onto your flesh. You stumble back out of pain and then in a sudden bout of dizziness, only to bump into more bubbles, more fish digging their teeth into your back. It hurts. You're getting dizzy. You've got to get out. You deliriously try to stumble out of the kitchen, but the entire room is filled with the deadly bubbles. And by the time you collect to the ground, you're absolutely covered in tiny, angry, biting fish. Your legs, your torso, your arms, your face. The pain is unbearable. You can feel it in your skin, your teeth, and your eyes, and your hair, and it's so consuming you can't even feel yourself convulsing or crying. You don't black out. Your eyes are still rolling up to your skull when you gasp out for your last breath. Fish out of water. What the fuck? Okay, let's give it some meatloaf. You get the feeling that cat won't be too impressed with anything that comes out of a can, and you're not about to feed whatever the heck that toxic-looking sludge is. So it's settled. A tuna sandwich for you and leftover meatloaf for your feline guest. You ignore the cat's disappointed meows as you put the weird container back in the fridge to dispose of later. You warm up the meatloaf in the microwave. You place the now warm meatloaf on the saucer next to the cat on the counter. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat it up here, but you've wanted to make sure. You wanted to make. I'm sorry, I'm stressed out right now. But you wanted to make. You figured it'll make up for electing not to feed it the toxic goop it wanted. I don't like this. The cat looks like it finds the meatloaf interesting. Works for you. Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about searching for some bread for your tuna sandwich. You're so distracted by your search that you just barely hear. You turn around to see the meatloaf has only one, maybe two bites taken out of it. But more alarmingly, there seems to be a red trail of something leading away from the cat where it had been sitting and off the edge of the counter towards the living room. Is that blood? You jump at the strange sound coming from around the corner, further into your apartment. You attempt to steel your nerves. Taking a breath, you walk around the corner to head to the living room. Splat. You stepped in something warm and wet and red. You resist the urge to vomit and step away from the trail of fuck. You follow the trail into the living room, see that it leads into the hall. It's getting louder. It's definitely in the hall. You feel like you can hear your heartbeat. You hope whatever it is in the hall can't. Your body shakes as you feel yourself forward and forward and forward and forward. You peek around the corner. Nothing. There's nothing there. What? You walk further into the hall and see that the trail leads all the way down at the end of it, but there's nothing there. You don't quite feel relief, but at least plop. You feel something wet and warm drip down to your cheek, something very warm. You swipe your shaking hand across it, feeling it back to see your fingers covered in. You look up and see what can only be described as meat. The entire ceiling of the hallway is covered in thick, undulating, writhing layers of pulsing meat. And at its center is a single glowing eyeball frantically rolling around in every direction. Until it lands squarely on you. Try to take a step back, desperate to escape the hallway, to escape this thing, but before you can even scream, men meaty tendrils shoot out and grab you. No! Let me go! They pull you up and up to a pair of slowly opening jaws, and then 9 leftovers. Jesus fuck. You fed the cat some leftover meatloaf and liked it, okay? Okay. Fuck me senseless. I don't want to abandon this cat. I don't. But how long have I been recording? For 43 minutes. Okay. I think that is enough for now. I'm gonna take a little break. And yeah. To those who do watch, thank you so much for giving me your time and watching. I am very sorry for this breathy episode. And I hope you goodbye. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's not done recording. Okay,